Hey guys, Lara here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your English fluency and expat life into a real remote selling skill that companies actually pay for. So before we dive in, let me first tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to be talking about call centers or cold calling or pushy sales tactics that make you feel very fake, or any kind of make money online side hustle that just dies after a month. And we're not going to be discussing teaching English or doing VA work for $4 an hour. Instead, I'm going to show you a skill that pays well, that feels good, and helps people say yes to what's right for them. It's called empathic remote closing, and it's a people-first sales method that lets you earn well by helping others make confident decisions. Now, when I say empathic closing, I don't mean emotional or soft. I mean selling through understanding, not pressure. And most people think that good sales comes from talking more, having the gift of the gab. But in reality, the best closers are amazing listeners. And that's what makes this method different. And it works even for people who have never sold anything before. And right now, hundreds and hundreds of online coaches, agencies, course creators are hiring fluent English speakers as remote setters and closers. And many of them pay anywhere from $1,500 to $10,000 plus per month, depending on skill and performance, obviously. But let's check the most current statistics in this industry. The e-learning market is currently valued at $325 billion, and that was in 2024. And its expected annual growth is sitting at around 8.2% all the way through to 2029. So it's got some momentum. And in the USA alone, it's the largest market of online revenue with $100 billion in 2025 already. So the opportunity isn't new, and it's definitely not small. It's just been hidden behind the wrong kind of sales training. Now, let me actually show you what I mean. If you go to any job board right now and you search the term setter or closer, you'll see hundreds of companies hiring people who can sell through conversations. But most of them don't care where you live, and that's the misconception. They just need someone with fluent English who can listen, ask questions, and guide people in the right direction ethically. So these opportunities are available, but you need the right skills to make them work. Now, I'm not saying run out and do this and you'll get rich. I'm saying the opportunities exist, but you need the right skills to make yourself eligible and hireable and to be able to perform and earn. And if you've invested in those skills, like I did and many others did, you'll see thousands and thousands of opportunities out there for you that you previously ignored because they seemed maybe out of reach or just misaligned with your current skill set. So to give you an idea, last month alone, we reached over 130 openings posted from online coaching and education companies for our certified students. Some of them work with clients in fitness, business, the mindset space, and they all need trained closers. And that's actually why most of our certified graduates land a remote offer within weeks of certifying, because they already have the one skill these companies look for, which is empathy combined with clarity and a proven skill set. But here's where most people will go wrong. They're thinking that remote sales means high pressure, or that you've got to memorize everything, or you've got to chase people that don't want you to chase them. But that's really the old school sales angle, and that's exactly what turns good people off. Empathic closing flips that angle completely. So instead of trying to convince people, you actually become a knowledgeable, positive influence, a person that's capable of leading them to the best outcome for their situation. And there's such fulfillment in seeing someone finally start backing themselves, believing in themselves to make a powerful and life-changing decision for their personal life, their relationship, or maybe even for their business. So this way, you're going to differentiate yourself from other salespeople, and this is what will make you stand out. Now, here's what most people do when they are actually trying to find remote work, which is one of the biggest mistakes most people make. They're scrolling through jobs boards, sending hundreds of resumes, maybe even apply for some random roles that don't even match their skills and still get ghosted. And even when they land an interview, it's usually some low-paying support job or one that needs night shifts. And after a while, starting to think, maybe it's just my location. But the truth is, they're just doing it wrong, because it's like walking into a company party where no one knows you and shouting, "Hire me." It doesn't matter how fluent you are, how skilled you are, how much experience you've got. If people don't feel your value, they'll just move on. And this is what we do inside the Empath Closing School. We guide people through a structure that builds trust before the interview even happens. So instead of chasing job posts, you show up as someone a business owner already trusts to solve their problems. So it's about knowing how to find the right opportunities, how to connect through real conversations and create outcomes that work for both sides. So you're not sending endless resumes, you're building relationships that naturally turn into good online contracts. So the reason this works is very, very simple. People hire those they trust, not just people that apply. And when you can communicate with empathy, with confidence, you create trust faster. And that's what makes you stand out in a crowded market, especially when others are just copy pasting cover letters and fingers crossed, lots of luck. Now, the best part is you can do all of that while having control over your time. And to give you a little bit of context of what's possible with an opportunity like this, let's just do the maths. Most transformational programs start at around about $3,000 and go up to anywhere from $10,000 plus. Now, the average commission is 10 to 15% per sale. So that means a potential income per sale of $300 to $1,500. So when you close one sale a week, then your earning potential is somewhere between $1,200 to $6,000. So here it is again, the proven path for English fluent expats. Number one, use your English fluency as your main advantage because it is your main advantage. Number two, learn the empathic closing structure that helps you sell with trust and not pressure. And number three, apply those skills to companies that are already hiring remote setters and closers. And that's it. You don't need a degree. You don't need a sales background or a big following. You just need the right process and someone to guide you through it. Now, if you want to see exactly how this works, you can check the link in the description. There's a short informational video that will break down how fluent English speakers start real remote careers as empathic closers, even with no sales experience. So watch it when you can, and it'll help you to decide if this is something that fits for where you are right now.